Wormwood, the plant boy, originally from Don't Starve Hamlet in the single-player version, believe it or not. He has been brought to Don't Starve Together, but with some not many changes. But since the Reap What You Sow update, many things have changed about him. So let's just jump straight into his guide. Happy birthday, plant boy. Starting out with nothing on hand when he enters the place, he sits at a respectable and average 150 hunger and health, as well as 200 sanity. So, plants relate to him, you say? Wormwood is that experience with handling his friends that he can grow seeds out of, like, just in plain soil. You don't need you don't need a garden dirigamajig, however you pronounce that thing, or a garden hoe. And he also gains a small bit of sanity, being 10, when planting seeds. This also applies to saplings, grass tufts, berry bushes, as well as tree seeds. But this also has its downside as well. Oh, he can also talk to plants. He can also assess a plant's needs without the gardener's hat, and can talk to them and know exactly what they need. So yeah, that's also a good bonus. This, before mentioned, downside is that when digging up plants, saplings, grass tufts, berry bushes, chopping down trees results in negative sanity loss. Digging up, like stuff like saplings, grass tufts, etc., will make you lose 5 sanity, while chopping down trees will lose 15 sanity, as well as the 5 sanity from digging up the stump as well. This also applies to picking up flowers as well, so you won't be getting a sanity gain from that either, so pick your poison, I guess, if this saying even applies to this situation. Wormwood can also use special kinds of fertilizers on him to gain different results. Using manure, guano, or bucket of poop, like stuff, will give you 2+ health from each time you use it. Using compost will heal you, but over a period of time will give you 2+ health over a span of around 10 seconds. Every 2 seconds, so you'll get 10 health out of it, overall. Growth formula, however, will increase his blooming rate. Now, this has a lot of variables behind it, and there's a lot of numbers to be involved with it, so I'm probably not going to be able to explain it all right here, but it's all very confusing. Never mind, we're going to talk about it right now. So, during spring, Wormwood would start blooming. When he gets to his first stage of blooming, his hunger drain will increase by 6%, as well as his movement speed will increase by 6%. In his second stage, a flower will start to appear, but it won't be fully bloomed yet. His hunger will increase by 13%, as well as his movement speed by 13%. Yes, very even numbers. And in stage 3, a fully grown flower will bloom and will leave a trail of flowers behind you. These flowers will attract bees as well, and in this state you will get a 20% movement speed, but your hunger will drain 20% faster. These flowers also tend to crops nearby. But remember how I said the bees get attracted to them? Yeah. In spring, these are all killer bees, so yeah, keep that in mind and be careful around these parts. Wormwood has a bunch of character-specific crafts in his Green Thumb tab, now known as just his character-specific tab, including the compost wrap, which requires manure, rot, and niter. This will be a great healing option for Wormwood. I'm gonna get to why this is great. So when you first apply it, you will immediately get 8 health, but it will restore 2 health over time. This will also increase your blooming state because it is technically a all-round fertilizer. It acts as manure, it acts as compost, and it acts as growth formula. So yes, this is good for farming plots as well as healing Wormwood, but best for Wormwood, honestly, because it's a bit expensive here and there. Wormwood also has the special ability to make living logs, costing 20 health per log. He will pull a Groot and chop off his own arm off, giving you a living log. So this is much more efficient than trying to farm for tree guardians or looking for totally normal trees. And plus, you're going to need some living logs for the next few recipes as well. With 4 bee stingers and 2 living logs, you can make the bramble husk. This has as much durability as a log suit. I was going to say a living suit, that's a bit weird, but it has a special effect. Anything that attacks you will apply a area of effect thorns attack, which will do roughly 23 damage per every time someone attacks. This applies to most creatures, and it's very good at hoarding things like bees and spiders, because those ones can easily get stun locked, and plus provides a bit of that extra bit of protection and just attack. It's a good suit, but you're gonna keep it on you for this next bit. The bramble trap is next, include requiring more living logs and stingers. These are essentially teeth traps, just like its original counterpart. You can plant them on the ground, and they will be waiting for any approaching attacks. The reason I wanted you to keep the bramble husk, however, is because the things are ranged. Yeah, so if it goes off, there's a very high chance it will attack you as well. So be very careful with it, and also just have fun with these. These things are very fun to play with. Now here comes the major downside of Wormwood. Not a single piece of food, edible food at least, can heal him. So yep, nothing like pierogies, no mandrake soup, nothing can heal you. But this also affects the negative things like monster lasagna. Even small things like butterfly wings won't heal him. So yes, keep this in mind, and again, resort to the compost strap, because that is going to be your best bet, or the compost like I'm just using right now. All plants that would normally attack normal characters won't attack Wormwood, so stuff like eye plants here, seaweeds on the ocean, heck, even spiny bindweeds and fire nettles won't even attack him. Yeah, this guys are vulnerable. Well, sadly not from everything. He can even attack them and they won't even do anything. Well, barely anything at least. My stupid ass stealth forgot to turn on the cave, so I can't show you my little venture down into the caves to get these bananas. But Wormwood's favorite food is bananas. Pick one from a cave banana tree and light it on a fire. Well, campfire. Ooh, whoops. Anyway, so yes, eat these and you'll get 15 plus health from it. Why is there skitter squids all of a sudden anyway? Ah, something I also forgot before we go. Wormwood is also very acceptable to fire. He stays on fire much longer than most other things, and he takes more damage from it, because he's a plant, obviously. So yeah, keep that in mind and be careful. He's not like Willow like last time. And that is all, everyone. Sadly, this video is a bit later than I thought it would be. Just time management and all things interrupting. But anyway, don't let that bother your day. Hope everyone enjoyed this little video on the Plant Boy. Happy birthday to you, Wormwood, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.